Japanese animation. Anime. What is it about this particular medium that appeals to many people?
I guess compared to English like shows and cartoons, it seems a lot more original, and it appeals more to a like smaller variety of people. So if I'm always one of the ones that like to do different things.
I like how they are basically animated TV shows that have, well, not all of them, but a lot of them have really deep stories and compelling characters. Like over here in the States, a lot of our animated TV shows are strictly for comedy and don't always have a strict storyline. And I love stories, so that's what got me interested in watching all of these different anime shows, like Fullmetal Alchemist or Baccano.
Anime conventions, like sci-fi conventions or Star Trek conventions, are a place where people of common interest can gather.
It's basically thousands of people who enjoy anime and manga like we do, who decide to either dress up in costumes of their favorite characters or just regular people that want to go and meet others like them and have a good time.
Most people that watch anime is because they have an interest in the culture, or the really bright colored characters actually attracts them. So anime conventions is like the one place where you know that you can go in. It's like watching the shows come to life, because everybody puts so much work into their characters and the costumes, and it's just fun to be around people who you know you have the most in common with. And you meet weird people, yes, definitely meet a lot of weird people, but that's part of the charm too, because when you come back you always have the best stories to tell.
Anime fans can be some of the most creative and crazy people you could ever meet.
At MatsuRicon in the lobby, there was a bunch of people who gathered around these benches, and there was a bathroom near it. And every time someone would come out, they would sit in like a row. Like they would sit on two sides, like one side of the door and the other side of the door, and they would sit all in a row. And like whenever someone would come out of the bathroom, they would cheer. Or whenever someone would go in, they would cheer. That was a little weird.
A 50-year-old Edward with a scraggly beard and a costume that didn't really fit. It was very odd, but it was still awesome. And seeing people, like not just high schoolers and stuff, or junior high schoolers spazzing about anime.
There was that one year where everybody broke into singing and dancing at Otakon in the middle of the convention center. It was weird, because you see all these people dressed up as anime characters, and most of them were from American cartoons even, and they just broke out singing and dancing. It was like a flash mob, but nobody actually planned it. One person started and everybody just joined in.
All the cosplays there are just absolutely gorgeous. Like, you get those some that are like, oh, you could have put about 8 times more effort into that. But there are those ones that make you just like, this is why I deal with this stuff. That's right.
There are many activities to choose from at an anime convention. Some are planned by the convention itself, or just happen.
At A&G Con, March 2010, a couple friends and I, we got on stage for a walk-on, just to do poses and display our costumes. Our costumes were from The World Ends With You, the video game. We didn't win. We got beat by a single person who did another walk-on themselves, but we had the loudest cheers from the audience when we got up on stage and posed.
There are those moments when you get to actually meet the voice actors and just sit there and talk to them and listen to the experiences about the shows. It's always so cool to actually, when you're watching the show, you're listening, you don't always see the actor behind it, so it's always cool to actually see them in person and just kind of make that connection.
I enjoy roaming. That's always fun, because you get to find a lot of the really cool cosplayers and all the panels. But I love to meet the voice actors.
If you would like to learn more about anime cons, or find an anime convention near you, just log on to animecons.com.